Thank you, Jai Jagannath. And this is the most auspicious month when, as they say, as a depiction of democracy, the Lord comes to the subjects. So only 1 or 2 days left. Anyway, today we have a great audience here. 20 minutes we will spend together. And I have no aspiration to give you gyan. Because today knowledge is in your fingertips. What I propose to do is to provoke your thought process. As you work, as you travel, as you engage, as you interact, as you strategize, as you position your organizations, things based on which you are doing those things are changing. When equations are linear, when we know that, as some of you who are students of science will know, if we say x is equal to my plus c, then this is the equation of a straight line. But when there are many moving parts, how do we deal with it? So my topic is that I will take you back again to mythology when they do it. We know that Pandavas were 5 brothers. Yudhishthir was the eldest, followed by Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev. Bhim is immensely powerful. And during his childhood, he used to do pranks with these sages and hermits. So he was cursed that in every first attempt, you are bound to lose. Then there is this sage called Satasring. You will have to remember him in order to get your energy back. So similarly, I think is a good sign that we are, did you get it? Dr. Sahu?
Yes, sir.
You got it. Okay. So, what we need to understand is that the world is changing. Let me ask you one more question. How many of you know why the banks were formed? Why the banks were formed? Anyone? Saving. Anyone else? Huh? Simple answer is that banks were initially formed to take deposits to give loans. And as banks were taking deposits and giving loans, it was found that they were present everywhere. So everybody started believing that these people are constant. So they started seeking advice from them. So banks were given the advisory function. And the banks were spread all over the place. And all over the place. And as a result, they were given also custody and remittance. But today, banks are not doing any of these, mind you. If they are doing a sunsetting business. So what we will do is that, let us understand what are the digital disruptions of today and tomorrow, and give you a thought, because no one solution will fit everyone. So let us see. What we will do is that, what is the basic of digital disruption? What are the global trends? How work and skill are changing? And in India, what exactly is going on? And as I was telling, how banking is getting transformed. Now, what everyone should know is the basic definition of disruption. What is disruption? Disruption, as the Cambridge Dictionary says, it is a disturbance or a problem which interrupts an event, activity, or a process. It is not simply disturbing it, but the action completely changes the traditional way that an industry or market operates by using new methods or technology. Keep this in your mind. We will not be looking at disruptions in a common sense way. It is fashionable to use AI, fashionable to use disruption, fashionable to use digital transformation, but we must understand what exactly. So disruption are two things. One, to pass the test of disruption. One, it must do a disturbance and do an interruption, and the action has to change the traditional way completely. Now let us see what is happening. This most of you know. In the interest of time, I'll just touch. It is not that AI, you'll hear that ML and AI are changing. It's not so. Earlier, when you were driving a car, you were driving a car. Just imagine today, your car has a multitude of computers. As you turn your steering wheel, a chip gives the indication based on the pressure on your steering wheel as to which direction you want to turn, the so-called power steering. In most modern cars today, you can start your car using your mobile phone. You complete your shopping, you start your car, start your AC, so that when you get into a cool car. Computer. What is the result? Result is that data is getting captured. Today you will see advertisements where daily insurance is available. Based on past 365 days rolling average of your driving habit, the amount you are driving, where you are driving, whether you were caught in the traffic, your insurance premium could be fixed. These are disruptions. So the first thing is that the explosion of data is enabling these things. Second, technology is there to harness this. Today, for example, every moment is shared in the social media. Why? Because suddenly your camera has come to your technology, to your mobile phone. So availability of technology, availability of data, and of course, the growing expectation. There must be a consumer. Remember where from disruption is coming. Disruption is coming because all the moving parts are ready. Let's take an insurance company. The agent network, the underwriter network, the actuary network, the board network, if everybody is on the same page, then everything, if the roads are good, if the cars can accelerate from 0 to 140, if the air conditioning is good, if there is a power steering, people will travel more. So all these things, what is happening is that all these interacting, inter-coordinating things are giving rise to what is called fundamentally changing the way that we think of business, do administration, do governance, do social engagement, because all these things have suddenly become very, very powerful, very, very capable. Now, another thing that is happening is that there are 3 laws which we say that the time it takes to attain scale. I mean, 2 days before you must have heard that coup has died. Coup is, like Hindi of Twitter. It died because it didn't get the scale. Once you get the scale, look at an airplane took 68 years to get 5 crore customers. And Twitter took just 2 years. Remember, going forward, your journey will be disrupted because there is such a large scaling that is happening. When I went to London as the head of digital and IT of SBI, I used to say that, yes, SBI, you do like this, and we have done 20,000 transactions. That is 20,000 TPS, transactions per second. And to attain that 20,000, it took 40 years. And in 4 years, today, SBI is doing 100,000 transactions per second. So that will be the massive disruption. Scale, because of the technology, because of the AI, will come at a blinding speed. Next, what is happening is that everybody is trying, because this is how everybody is doing business. And new kids in the block are trying to just go through your stomach, kill you. Whatever is your maximum revenue potential, customer potential, growth potential, they want to reverse engineer, buy late mover advantage and kill you. So they are doing a disruptive trajectory to kill the mainstream. So nobody, not a State Bank of India, not a Life Insurance Corporation of India, not a Government of India, nobody can rest saying that I have incumbent power. You are getting disrupted every moment of your business life, personal life, enterprise life. Now, let us see what is going on. Today, China is manufacturing the cover of the iPhone. The chips are getting manufactured in Europe, is getting assembled in US, and it is being sold in Africa. Those who have read Thomas Friedman's World is Flat, you will understand what is going on. Because of the migration of the work, last 20 years back, migration of workforce, the brain drain was being spoken. Now the manufacturing process, the service rendering process, how many of you know that 99% of the global IFB machines are being serviced from India? Because service has been componentized. It is there everywhere. So one is migration of work, the pressure of green, everything that is burning fossil fuel, everybody is getting health conscious, health and wellness conscious. Most of the European countries have today 4-day work weeks. In addition to that, the days of the data colonizers are done. The Amazons and the Googles of the world, who based on lazy compromise, you open a phone, you download an app and you say that, look, please access my call record, please access my other apps, please do this, do that, do that. There is, in US they call it a phenomenon called tin staffel. There is no such thing as a free lunch. For everything you are paying, either in dollar or through consent or through data. So what is happening today is that privacy, lawmakers like our Behra sir will be concerned that how privacy is to be protected. Now, I have told about this. What is happening today is that everybody is aspirational, things are changing, and because of various factors, industry, economy, social, demography, political, geopolitical, urbanization, disruption is happening every time. And what is happening is that as some of the things are pulling it forward, some of it is pulling it backward. Now, technology has to provide for both the sides. Technology has to hold back the factors which are retarding the growth. Technology has to accelerate the growth, and that is the challenge of digital transformation. Now, how humans will remain relevant is that, mostly it is because the interface of the machine and men. With all these things, what we are looking in India is that we are consistently, this graph I have taken from World Economic Forum, is an excellent body, and World Economic Forum in their May report, they have given that India's competitive advantage is in the 6 areas. First one is that we are way ahead in terms of innovative technology. Trust me, I travel across the world. I sit on more than 15, 16 boards. Everywhere we find that the frugal technological innovation that we do, frugal meaning small cost. We don't spend, trillions of dollars to create an AI. One is innovation. Second is our globalization. Our people are doing well. They have become global citizens. Our human capital, because of the demographic dividend that we have, at least for the next 15, 20 years. And the aspirational consumer. Today, for example, those of you know ITC Chopal. Wherever the farmer is selling his produce, if you have a consumer point, if clothes are sold there, if kitchen utensils are sold there, if household items are sold there, then it could explode the spending. So the new consumer, especially the rural consumer, I was a regional manager in Madhya Pradesh about 15, 20 years back. And when I used to visit the rural areas, the farmers are staying in the rural area. Majority of them are having very nice, good houses in Bhopal where their children are studying. So the aspirational march of the new consumer will define, and we have so much of natural resource despite the challenge of being in the so-called carbon positive zone. I think we can push back the global pressure and stay competitive for a long time because our regulation, governance and activism are balancing each other. So I have told this. So what this again, most of you know. What we are seeing is that going forward, we need to do a lot of banking changes because, as they say, banks, telecom companies, entertainment companies, and media companies have to always stay at the forefront, and they will bring a lot of digital disruptions. So this is all that I wanted to tell you for this evening. I again congratulate Bhar India for getting together such an elite audience for their annual event of releasing their brand book, which has a place in the industry circles and which is spoken about, and organizing an elegant evening. Thank you very much.